In the heart of a dense forest stood Hollow Pine Summer Camp, a place that once buzzed with laughter and youthful energy. Every summer, children would gather there to partake in outdoor adventures, make new friends, and create cherished memories. However, there was a dark legend that whispered through the trees, a tale that warned of an unsettling past. One summer, a curious and adventurous boy named Ethan eagerly anticipated his first trip to Hollow Pines. With his backpack slung over his shoulder and excitement in his eyes, he arrived at the camp oblivious to the shadows that danced among the trees. The camp's caretaker, an elderly man named Mr. Turner, welcomed him with a somber smile. On the first night, as the moon hung heavy in the sky, the campers sat around a crackling bonfire listening to ghost stories. One particular tale caught Ethan's attention. It was about a boy, much like him, who had vanished in these very woods years ago. The only thing found was a tattered journal, its pages filled with cryptic entries and eerie drawings of twisted trees and faceless figures. Despite the unsettling story, Ethan remained undeterred. The following morning, he set off on a solo hike, determined to explore the lush wilderness that surrounded the camp. As he ventured deeper into the woods, the air grew colder, and the whispers of the wind seemed to echo the chilling tales he had heard. Hours passed, and the sun began its descent. Ethan realized he had lost his way. Panic tightened his chest as darkness draped the forest in its embrace. He quickened his pace, desperately searching for familiar landmarks, but the trees appeared to shift and change, leading him in circles. Amidst the labyrinth of trees, Ethan heard faint whispers. They called his name, softly at first, then more urgently. Shadows danced at the edge of his vision, and strange shapes seemed to materialize in the gloom. Fear took hold of him, and he sprinted through the underbrush, his heart pounding like a war drum. Suddenly, he stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an eerie blue light. Before him stood a gnarled tree unlike any other, its branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The whispers grew louder, forming words that sent a chill down his spine. The voices seemed to come from the tree itself. "Join us, Ethan," the voices pleaded, a chorus of haunting echoes. "Become one with the woods." Ethan's breath caught in his throat. He knew he had to escape this unnatural place. Summoning all his courage, he tore his gaze away from the tree and sprinted back the way he had come. Branches scratched his skin, and the forest seemed to conspire against him. Exhausted and disoriented, Ethan finally burst through the trees and stumbled upon the camp's entrance. Mr. Turner, his eyes filled with worry, rushed to his side. Ethan recounted his harrowing ordeal, the whispers, the shadows, the haunted tree. Mr. Turner's expression grew grave. "You've encountered the spirit that dwells within the hollow pine," Mr. Turner explained, his voice heavy with sorrow. "It seeks to draw those who stray too far into the woods into its eternal embrace." With the legend now a terrifying reality, Ethan's perspective shifted. The once idyllic camp held a darker truth, hidden among the trees. He left Hollow Pine Summer Camp, forever haunted by the echoes of that sinister whisper and the gnarled tree that had tried to claim him. Years later, as an adult, Ethan returned to the woods as an amateur folklorist, determined to uncover the secrets that lingered in the shadows. But the forest had a memory of its own, and as he ventured deeper, he couldn't shake the feeling that the whispers had never truly left him, waiting for another chance to claim a lost soul.